Would it hurt you if I said the words out loud? You say that we're a home, but this is just a house.
I don't think that I would be doing music if I weren't on YouTube, to be honest.
Give me your name. What's your name?
I'm Meghan Tonjes.
Why?
Why? Why am I Meghan Tonjes?
Yeah.
Well, these two people met one time. They got married and they had me. I'm adorable. I'm Meghan Tonjes, and I'm adorable.
No. Don't know.
You want the gray space? You want the gray space? You like it? How many
just-
times are we going to talk about YouTube and music in our lives together?
I'll just
on
be.
camera?
Yeah, we don't talk about YouTube. Just mostly sexual.
We never talk about this.
But if it was us being us and then being really sexual.
Oh yeah, that would never make it.
And I am angry 'cause I am restless and I am flawed. But you should know that I am wanted and adored.
Do you consider yourself a YouTuber who is also a musician? Or do you consider yourself a musician who uses YouTube?
There are some weeks where I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm not that good of a musician, but I love connecting with people on this site, so I would stay here. And then some days I'm like, I don't want anything to do with this site. I just want to make music in my bedroom and write songs. So I can't imagine a world where I'm doing music and I'm not also making vlogs and telling people about the music that I'm making and when my shows are coming up. And I can't imagine making videos and not having music be a part of them.
Right.
I've never had an agenda for music or for an image. I've kind of gotten away with being me. And then people like that enough to stay around for music.
But you has changed.
Me has
you're
changed.
being you, but you now is not you a couple years ago.
I'll never be who you want me to be. I don't know how to be anyone else but me.
I look back at doing YouTube and I look back at doing music and I was 19, 20 years old and had no idea who I was and thought I knew who I was. Like, I hit a certain point at 23, I'm like, I have it all figured out, everything's great. And then all of a sudden you're 26, you're like, nope, nothing. Everything has changed. I'm not who I thought I was at all. So as much as I'm learning more about myself, I'm becoming more who I'm supposed to be, I'm also constantly freaking myself out because I'm like, oh, maybe I don't know who I am. So, and it works well for music because I think that just keeps feeding into writing songs that connect with confused 14-year-olds.
This year is gonna be better, and you're gonna say this year gonna be stronger, and I'm braver me. This year I'm gonna make it, 'cause I said I would do all the things you said I never could.
I had a guy who does something similar tell me, like, him and I were talking and it was like, you know, people say that I don't have a real job. And he goes, no, we don't have real jobs. We have unreal jobs.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really cool.
It's true.
I've just been regurgitating that for...
You're just like, let me tell you this thing.
I'm just gonna steal
I've
that
been
now.
carrying this around and I want to give it to you now. Yeah. It's interesting because I feel like when you get cool opportunities that maybe not the average person gets, that's when everyone all of a sudden is like, oh, hey, yeah, I take you seriously. Right. This is a really cool thing to do. Let me be a part of it. Right. But when it's not going as well, people are like, yeah, it's not a real job. Yeah. You don't know what it's like to work.
What is the coolest thing that has ever happened to you because of your music or YouTube?
The big answer is Ellen DeGeneres. I did Request Tuesdays. I do Request Tuesdays every week, and I do these covers. And this was just an average week. I did a Britney Spears song. It was coming out that week, and it kind of just got picked up at the right time. And it was on Perez Hilton. It was on all these different places. And all of a sudden, I had an email from the Ellen DeGeneres people who were like, we want you to come to Los Angeles. We want you to be in the show. We want you to play, and we want you to talk to Ellen about bullying. It was during the whole It Gets Better thing. So it's still one of those things where I talk about it, and I know it happened. I know it's real, but it feels like a weird dream. It feels like something that just happened over a day, and there's video footage of it, but it's not real. Tomorrow could be a day I wake up and I creatively don't know what to do, and then does my job end? So it's like this scary race against time of like, is tomorrow the last day that I write? Is it the last song I write? Is this the last thing that I do that's creative, and then where do I go from here? Right. It's constantly being terrified of this being the last thing.
What's like a new relevant thing that you can play?
I was gonna play Anchor.
Cool.
I don't know how it happens. Like, I'm not one of those people that I write every single day and I have a structure. It kind of is 3 o'clock in the morning and I hear something in my head, or I hear a line, or I just have this feeling, and then I kind of just start messing around on a guitar. And this was one of those instances where I heard this kind of like pounding sound in my head that I wanted to replicate. And I was like, what are the lyrics that go here? What's the story that I'm telling? And it was probably the quickest song I ever wrote. I wrote it in less than an hour. So here we are.
There's a heartbeat beating down. Everyone gather round, watching it burn in flames. I knew a man like you who did the things you do, who said the things you say. And when the morning comes, gotta go, gotta run, no matter anyway. Maybe there's something more than being something more to someone who won't stay. And I don't mind what the world might say. Yeah, we might be fine, but we're not the same. Don't set your anchor on another ship heading another way. Now I'll be fine, better if you stay. Here's a change of plans.